Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. We'd like to thank you for coming here today. Let me briefly introduce myself and my partner. My full name is Nguyễn Thị Nhung and my partner is Lưu Thị Trang. The study is directed by the Doctor of Languages Đặng Thị Hương Thảo. What I'd like to present to you today is a study on designing speaking activities for non-English major students in the English class at Hưng Yên University of Technology and Education. In this presentation, I have 10 main points. The first is a rationale. The second is the aims of the study. The third is the scope of the study. The fourth is the methods of the study. The next is procedures of data collections of the study. The sixth is results of the study. Suggestions for designing activity is a 7. The eighth is conclusion. Limitations of the study is the ninth. Finally, is suggestions for further study. Let me start with some general information on rationale. In this part, we want to talk about the importance of learning English speaking at Hưng Yên University of Technology and Education and the difficulty of the students when practicing speaking English is the students face a lot of difficulties such as they have nothing to say or they are afraid of making mistakes and so on. Next, I'd like to give you some information about the aims of the study. Finding out the attitudes for non-English major students towards the importance of speaking skills. Finding out the reality of using English speaking activities. Designing activities for improving English speaking. Let's move on to the scope of the study. The main problem at this point is focused on the non-English major students at the English class of Hưng Yên University of Technology and Education. Now, turning to the methods of the study. Regarding the research methodology, here we only use quantitative methods to conduct surveys of members at the English class of the Hưng Yên University of Technology and Education. Next, we will look at the procedures of data collection of the study. At this point, we have divided it into 3 parts. The first is about the subject of the research, where we focus on 26 non-English major students at the English class, including 17 males and 9 females. The second tool we use to collect data, here's a set of 6 photocopy questions and distributed equally to 26 members of the English class. The final part of this section is the data collection procedures. We instruct the student to do and to get the best results. We survey within 20 minutes and collect data right after. In the following section, please turn up to continue our presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And next, I will talk about the results of the study. After the survey, we have obtained 2 main types of information. Firstly, that is the student attitudes toward learning English speaking skills in speaking skills. And in this part, we designed 3 questions. Content and results are shown in the chart respectively. Yeah, you can see in the PowerPoint the importance of speaking English skills in chart 1, and in chart In this chart, most students think English speaking skills are very important to them. And in chart 2, we can realize that most students learn English to find a good job. And students have said that they have difficulties in speaking English largely due to lack of vocabulary in chart 3. And secondly, and secondly, that is the realities of using English-speaking activities for non-English students in the English Club at Hưng Yên University of Technology and Education. The content of the chart. Chart 4 is cooperative activities. Conversation or make a sentence are desired to improve the English speaking skills of English club members. And competitive activities in chart 5. Half of the club members said that they cannot get good. Through chart 6, we can see most of the activities are very useful to improve their speaking skill for English club members, especially the teamwork activities, which account for the highest percentage. Students also said that most of the students in the club thought these activities were very helpful in chart 7 useful activities. And according to the survey results we collected, the lack of vocabulary is the most difficult reason for students. They do not have enough vocabulary to be able to communicate or take a test. So we can use some activities such as guess what, snap, order the conversation, small bell, hot sheet, work, word practicing to improve their speaking skill. And students at the English club have said that lack of grammar knowledge is one of the main difficulties for them when they are speaking English. So we designed activities like order the conversation, simple questions and answers, make a sentence, choose the correct answer, or write a paragraph. Besides, the lack of pronunciation knowledge is also making students afraid to communicate or learn English speaking skills. And improving the pronunciation skill of students, we had to mix the pronunciation activities and new words activity together. Through a few specific activities, students can both learn new words and correct pronunciation mistakes. We can design activities to develop pronunciation skills such as listen and repeat, filling the blank, speak louder, word of mouth, choose the correct answer, and so on. And in particular, lacking motivation and lacking confidence are the two seemingly simple factors, but many students have a difficulty with it. Whether students have a good at English speaking skills after a long time of not practicing because of lack of motivation, and their English speaking skill will get weaker. Or if they have no low confidence when communicating and practicing with group members, it will not go as well. So improve their confidence, we designed activities such as role play, presentation, find someone who discussion, and to raising their motivation, we organized activities like face games, sing a song, paper airplane games, and some group activities. There are some suggestions to help students can overcome difficulties in learning English speaking skills. Students and organizers can rely on it to find the best plan for themselves or design more useful activities. And we have some suggestions to improve English speaking learning quality. For cooperative activities, students keen on activities as conversation, make a sentence, listen and repeat. And for competitive activities, we should organize more activities for students to participate, so they have the opportunities to speak and communicate with other members, such as guesswork, role play, and hot sheet. Students showed that they enjoyed activities like related to the whole club or group work. Working with the whole club is adored by almost students. We will organize activities such as sing a song, stand sheet, lie sleep, interview, quick hand and eyes, and students keen on group work activities, we will it will be more interesting if we design competitive activities between group. We have some activities as discussion, role play, and face game. We think these individual and work in pair activities often focus on improving student knowledge and skills. So write a paragraph, finding suitable couples, create a conversation that is designed for work in pair activities. And presentation, answer the question, interview are very suitable for individual activities. And after all, our study obtains its objectives. Cover the theory related to the study. Find out the answer for the three research questions. And due to limited time and experience, the results of the study are only applied for the non-English speak major students at the English club in Hưng Yên University of Technology and Education. In the future, we think the study should design more interesting activities and conduct a similar study on the students from other universities. And that's our presentation. Thank you for your listening.